We're here to answer your questions on another episode of Ask Adebola Bloke. Thank you to everybody who sent the questions in via various forms of social mediums, and shout out to Dave obviously for all the good work he's doing, not just with blues but in the community as well. And the first question comes from Ada Riley, good bloke. Do you bops around? Not really, I'm married, so I don't really do that kind of thing. I suppose single days, yeah, you know, got some MILF who just wants one thing only. Next question comes from Tafty, and he says, who are you? We all know the answer to that. Adebola! Corey Saunders says, what do you expect from Blues in the next few seasons? Are we heading in the right direction? Corey, can't hear myself think. Alright, next few seasons I'm thinking, I think a relegation. I think we're actually going to be in League One in a few seasons' time, and we won't go any lower than that. But then it's going to be a real struggle to come back up. I can't hear. We can't carry. I'm going to have to go and ask her to quiet it down. Put a stop to it.
Questions from Charlie Wright. What's your opinions on Leyton Orient?
Good club, as far as I know.
Proper club?
Yeah, I mean, really East End, aren't they? So can't be easy. They've got a number of competition around there, you know, Tottenham, West Ham, Charlton.
You don't like Charlton?
No, I really dislike Charlton Athletic. But yeah, Leyton Orient, I've always had a soft spot for them. Next question we have is from Zulu69, and he says, kebab with Kuchak or kebab with Robbo? Robbo seems more like the type who that'd be more fun with, I think. Am I right?
Probably, yeah. He's a good lad, Robbo.
All right. George Thomas saying, do you rate Sinclair for BCFC? Depends which one. I mean, Trevor Sinclair, not bad. Frank Sinclair, very good, solid defender. Yeah, I rate them. Sam Gibbons, 15-10. He's a good lad.
He's the Bloke 39.
Yeah, I like all of them, but yeah, he's a good lad. And he says, what's your favourite Davo's Diary video and why? That's a good question, that is, because there's been some good ones. I think anything with me on it, really. Riley Hickin, KRO, why are you a BCFC fan? Honest reason is just that I had a mate in school and I went to some games with him and his dad and got hooked, and it's as simple as that. And then obviously afterwards it's more that what we stand for, what we're about, cements it. It's not really the reasons why you get into it in the first place, but yeah, I'd say that's the reason. Could have fallen into any number of other clubs, but I chose.
Wolves, Millwall,
yeah,
West Ham.
a little bit. Yeah. Chris McDonald, who cuts your hair and what charity shop do you get your clothes from?
It's a bit disrespectful, that.
It is a bit. Is he a Blue supporter?
I don't know. Do you want to just show us what you're wearing today?
Okay.
You don't find Green Bay Packers tops in the charity shop, do you?
No, you don't. Fetty Dog, 1738. What's your favourite and least favourite thing about Blues? Favourite thing is our fans at their best.
Gotta be.
Nothing like it. Nothing like it. Worst thing about Blues, too much of a willingness to accept shit, like what's happened recently. As I said, we expect up and downs, but and also the catering at the ground is a disgrace. Like, mate,
yeah, but you haven't been there in a few years, to be fair.
I can only think it's got worse.
If you were to get back in the ground, what block would you sit in?
It's a tough one. I'd like to sit behind the dugout.
Why
Could be fun. Just it'd be nice to have a talk with Zola throughout the game, I think. Block 11, just because it's block 11. I used to really enjoy block 18 back in the day.
And what about block 39?
There's some good lads in there, but if I were to go in, I'd want to sit in the Gil Merrick, right by the away fans, literally the seat next to the security netting. Did you manage to sort that Panama thing out?
I'm recording. What's going on?
My head is gone. We've come down today to an area of the West Midlands, to what I previously believed to have been a fantastic shopping centre. And all we've done, we've answered some great questions. Really, really top questions from some, from the people on Twitter and Instagram.
People like Ollie Wareham.
Yeah, Ollie Wareham. And
No, tell me what's happened.
Well, no, yeah, but like, I've been reading a question, which has then attracted the attention of security, which has then led to a bit of a problem at this particular shopping centre, and, you know, on top of everything else now, can't even bloody go to that shopping centre now, so we weren't actually causing any harm.
Yeah, and your answers there were really good, and now we can't include them.
I mean, and I wanted to go for food. I'm hungry. You know what it's like. I can't eat everywhere, and now I can't. It's just another bloody place to be banned from.
Try and redo the questions that you did.
It's like there's that many. I can't think which ones they are. I mean, Scotty by worst haircut of any Blues player. Joe Hart. My heart's not in it now. Yeah, it's one we haven't done. I mean, but like, I'm at the stage now, Dave, where I'm that angry I can't even joke about these things. Like, this is not one we did, so I mean, this is a fresh one now from BCFC Jordan. Why are you bold? LOL. But this is a fucking stupid question because I know what he means. He means bald, as in like my hair. Bold means confident. Are you asking why I'm confident?
Are you feeling confident right now or not?
I don't know. Can you be confident and like blind with rage at the same time?
You're all over the place, aren't you?
Yeah. G. Kara to Prakliev. Are you afraid of going to an away game in the Balkans? Not really, no. We've said before, they're all just tin pot anyway. Barnsley, Burnley, Halifax, all these places.
Do the Ollie Wareham question because your answer was really good.
Ollie Wareham, who are the most all-mouth supporters in England? Liverpool.
Portsmouth.
Yeah, definitely. Find the Bristol clubs as well the same way. We need a timeout.
Let's get out of it.
Yeah, come on. Blues, Millwall. They love to make a point, don't they? God. And you know, there won't be any protests, will there? Is there a Subway restaurant out here, please? Subway sandwich place.
Down there.
It's not in Touchwood though. I've been told I'm banned from Touchwood. Yeah, there's some seats down there.
Any good?
No. Look at that. It's the problem with this country.
I'll put one on your Facebook, well, not your Facebook, on your YouTube.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask it now?
I says, what's your opinion of Bournemouth? I says, I live there and it's a bigger dump than our Grand City. Promise, stay away. It's not nice. What's that mean to our team, man? I don't know. Goal difference is second worst at the bottom team, isn't it? I can't understand.
Ben Turner says, when will your history be better than Villa's? The thing is, he's put better than Villa's. So we already know what kind of person we're dealing with here. Nath Birch, he says, which is the biggest Blues school in Solihull? That's an interesting one.
That's an easy one.
Go on.
St Peter's.
Where's that?
It's just round the corner, actually.
Okay.
It's got to be St Peter's.
Okay. Well, there's your answer. St Peter's. That's what I think, St Peter's. Lewis. Bradshaw Lewis. If you lived in the Northfield shopping centre, what shop would you sleep in? Oh, dear me. Probably body care. Or something like that, because at least you'd have like sponges, shower gel, just find yourself a tap and you'd be alright. But which one is it that Glenroy's in?
The pound shop, isn't it?
Yeah, Glenroy sleeps in the pound shop sometimes. So that would be okay because you've got plenty of food and stuff, but obviously if it's taken already and I don't want to get into an argument. Question here from certain letter, it's in Japanese or Chinese, one of them. Anyway, I left Birmingham when I was 4, grew up in London, now live in Japan, but support Blues. Is this a problem? There are some problems with that. Number one, why did you leave Birmingham? Number two, why do you now live in Japan?
Is Japan not a place you live?
No. No, it's not. I need racial variety. Seems as if everything's rushed over there as well.
Do you think it's a stressful culture over
Definitely. It's an actual fact that Japan is always in the top 10 every year for suicides in the world. I've known a number of people who've lived there and said that, you know, they have to actually sign contracts when they start a job and say that that they're not going to be off sick. every day their local, their tube service or whatever is being cancelled because of suicides. Too much pressure. Children aren't very socialised. They have it drummed into them from an early age. It's all about education, which is fine because education's good, but there's got to be some play as well. So, yeah, that's my take on Japan.
But can we just make it clear we're okay with anyone in Japan supporting Blues?
Definitely, I'd rather they do. I mean, that part of the world always seems to be sort of always into the latest craze, whatever it is, and of course, Man United and stuff. So if somebody in Japan supports Blues, that's brilliant. We've got a question here from Gordon Smith. Oh, I like this. He says, if creating the Bromsgrove commuters in FIFA, on the computer games I'm assuming he means, what colours would the strip be? Something with green in it. Yeah, because it's very sort of like left-wing, eco-friendly kind of tree hugger. Yeah, the home kit would be green with blue collar and that bit there. The shorts would be yellow with red down the side, and the socks would be red with black on the top. The away kit would be grey shirts with black checkers on the middle part but not on the sleeves. The shorts would be red and the socks would just be a plain white. You got to look good. Davey Deakin says, who would win in a fight between Adebola Man? I'm assuming that means me. Yeah, Adebola Bloke, Seattle Sounders Ultras and Bjorn Otto Bragstad. I've got a lot of respect for Seattle as a place, so I think their Ultras would do it, would do the business. George Yermans, who's your favourite Simpsons character? Homer, obviously, but there's a number of other ones that come very close. Mo Sislak, Principal Seymour Skinner, TV anchorman Kent Brockman as well. Really, really not happy about Marks and Spencer's coleslaw lately. It's become a bit of a joke. Oi's in real. Do you like King's Heath? Yes, I do. King's Heath is a great place in every way. Charlie Windred says, shall I go to Derby or Nottingham University in September?
That's a good question.
It is. I don't know if I'd bother with uni, but I suppose if you've got to go to either of those two, you'd be better off in Nottingham. Maybe something closer to home. I mean, I'm sure. Has Wheelie Castle got a university? Richard Langan, ever had a tin of salmon? I haven't, no. P.S. says, does Adebola Bloke trust the process? No, I don't. Also, I just can't stand Philly, so. Bunch of wankers. Crazed Ginger, what are your thoughts on Tranmere Rovers and their back-to-back relegations and possibility of going back up? I mean, those last few details don't really matter. I've never liked Tranmere Rovers at all, partly because I really dislike John Aldridge. Chill. This was a good question. Which area of Birmingham do you dislike the most? Apart from the obvious Aston, one that might surprise a few people is actually Harborne.
Strange place, Harborne, isn't it?
It is. You don't really feel like you're in Birmingham when you're there. Lewis James, what are your thoughts on Nuneaton Town? Can't stand them. I'll be boarding this train and keep the questions coming for next time.